of the Lewis County Board of County Commissioners for Monday, June 17th, 2019. We do have a quorum with all three commissioners being here this morning. Peter Lamont, would you lead us in our flag salute, please? Bob Gunther. Stand and be recognized.
Thank you. I'm Bob Gunther. I live at 376 State Route 508 in Chehalis. I just wanted to let you know, and you folks already know, that the .09 committee met some time ago. I mentioned 3 legs on a milk stool for actually doing a feasibility study by the University of Washington on growing poplar trees in unirrigated land here in Lewis County to supply about 250,000 tons of feedstock for a potential biorefinery. Wanted to let you know the state legislature appropriated $300,000 through the work of John Braun and Christine Rolfus towards this feasibility study. The Transition Committee put up $150,000 towards this study, and the .09 committee approved $120,000 possibly based on your decision to do that. So now we have 3 legs on a milk stool. We can have a stable seat to sit on to actually see if this is feasible to create possibly 300 jobs in the county in the future.
So Bob, what's the next step? We know that the 09, committee.
Next step is Dr. Rick Gustafson from the University of Washington will put his team together. I've encouraged him to work with Centralia College to come down and sit down with Dr. Mobacher and let them know that they're doing the feasibility study here, and maybe work in collaboration with the University of Washington as well as Centralia College to go out and actually start talking to the landowners to see if they're interested in signing a lease for possibly 20 years for we have a sustainable crop. Now, sometimes what people think is, oh, well, they're tearing down all the trees, taking out all the trees down in Boardman, Oregon. There was 32,000 acres of poplar trees down there. Think about all the pulp mills that have been shut down in the region in the last 7-8 years. One pulp mill would take that entire 32,000 acres of trees. It's a huge deal. So a pulp mill, we will build a refinery here that will have a need for the harvest, or a need for the growth of those trees. Not only that, we'll take the municipalities' poplar trees that they're growing for water uptake also. So the next step is Rick Gustafson, the crew, to start going out talking to people.
How long's it been now, Bob? It hasn't been that long.
No,
Since we've been talking, right?
no, it's going quicker than we.
Yeah.
Than
So-
we.
And it's because of Bob Gunther, it's going quicker.
Oh, we're working on it, and
Thank you.
there's a lot of good support. Rick Gustafson's a guy that he wants to see fruition of his studies. You know, so many of these college deans and professors and doctors and research scientists, they do a lot of the science, and then what happens is it's put on a shelf someplace because there's no funding to finish up the project. Rick wants to see his study actually come to fruition, and he'd like to see it done here.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob. This morning, we have the pleasure of welcoming Lewis County Fire Districts numbers 1, 8, and 20 because recently they won awards at the Washington State Firefighters Association. And so we have 3 individuals specifically that we would like to recognize this morning, first of all. And what I'm going to do is, as I call your name, we're going to ask you to come to the podium and share a little bit with us this morning. And then we'll try to get a photo op after that. From Lewis County Fire District 1, Kathy, I hope I said it, Castle. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Kathy?
From Onalaska.
Kathy won the EMS Provider of the Year in the state of Washington. Congratulations. Come and share a little bit with us if you don't mind.
What would you like me to share?
What do you do?
What you do?
This EMT is my volunteer job. I'm retired now, so I can say that happily. I've been in EMT with District 1 since 1980, and I've held a lot of different positions in the fire department, but being an EMT has been my favorite. I've enjoyed it a lot. Bill and I raised 5 children in the fire district, and out of the 5, 4 of them are involved in fire, EMS, medical. So it's kind of something that, I don't know, I guess it's something we just did and everybody followed through. So
So
We-
you were retired
I am
now
retired now.
officially. So
I
you were
retired
doing,
January 1st from the
Oh.
school district. I did various jobs there. I started as a para in 94 and worked my way into the ISS room where I was the mean person keeping kids in line.
I know
And then
what
I
you're
moved
talking
to a job in the office, which I enjoyed. And then the last 7 years, I ran the Skyward program, which keeps all of our student data and sent a lot of reports to the state and that kind of thing.
so now you only have one job.
No, I have lots. I'm a grandma.
Well, yes, but I'm
My
talking,
best is a wife.
yes.
So we are very busy. And then my volunteer EMS job is still keeping me busy for a while
Well,
longer.
thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate your service. We do.
Yes.
And this is a high honor. And so
Yes.
we wanted to let you know how much we deeply appreciate you. I'm going to ask you if you don't mind just to stay up here with us.
Thank you.
We've got 2 other individuals from Lewis County 8, and this is the Washington State Firefighters Association Fire Station of the Year, and also Jeanette Wood, the Support Person of the Year. Jeanette, come and visit with us for a moment. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm really kind of shy talking. I married. We have a dairy, and on the side after the dairy, then we, volunteer. My husband's assistant chief with District 8. He's been there for over 40 years.
Wow.
So after my kids were raised, then I joined, and so I have 6 grandkids, and I just try to be there where I can be.
Absolutely.
So,
Commissioners?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. Yes. And then also from Fire District 20, we have Captain Rex Dobbins, who was awarded the Officer of the Year. So, Captain, come and share with us here just a moment, please.
I've been a firefighter for 35 years, and I retired June 1st,
Like retired from,
the fire department.
oh,
June
okay, so
1st.
you had 2 jobs previous also then.
Yeah, I retired from a tire place,
Yeah,
Centralia OK Tire,
good,
2014.
good deal.
Yep.
Well, congratulations. Commissioners are going to come down. We'd like to get a picture with you real quick if we could.
Commissioner, it looks like Lewis County Fire District 8 also was the Fire Station of the Year.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Are those folks here too? Yes.
Come on up if you're
There.
part of that fire station. Yes, please.
I was being quiet.
Didn't work.
We're
Not so
very
fast.
proud of our station. We started 60 years ago and are still going strong. We are recruiting new people all the time and cover a little over 200 square miles. And we do the best we can with what we have.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We have all the fire people here come up with us, and we'll just all do a group picture together.
So neat to get to see you guys in person.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just to give a bit of background for that, the commissioners attended the most recent fire commissioners meeting where these announcements were made, and we were just really excited to know that Lewis County was head and shoulders above so many others in the state. And so that was the reason we invited these folks to come and be with us today, because we wanted the rest of the county to know that our firefighters are among the best. And so I really appreciate those folks being here with us this morning. And it was an honor for us to be able to honor them today. So we're really grateful for their service to the county.
And when you consider they were in competition with firefighters throughout the state of Washington, and they came out on top, that says a lot.
And they are all volunteer.
Yep.
99% of them are volunteer. They do not receive any compensation. So they're credible public servants.
Yes. I make a motion to approve the notice items, Resolution 19-161 through 162.
Second.
Mr. Roy.
Commissioners, good morning. I'm Martin Roy from Lewis County Public Works. I'm here to speak with you, to you on Resolution 19-161. This is a notice of a temporary closure of Middle Fork Road to all through traffic. So Lewis County will be replacing a culvert on Middle Fork Road at milepost 7.07. It'll be necessary to close Middle Fork Road to all through traffic during the period of culvert replacement project. Middle Fork Road will remain open to local traffic from either end, but not through the point of closure. This resolution pursuant to RCWs would close Middle Fork Road through traffic from Deluche Road and Beck Road. I can never pronounce Deloche Road and Beck Road, beginning on July 8th, 2019 and ending in September 30th, 2019. So we've got a culvert there that really can't be replaced unless we close the road. And we have a detour route that'll facilitate that. And we're hoping to move forward with this closure.
And this helps us with fish passage, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes. Questions?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Martin.
Morning, Commissioners. Josh Metcalf, Public Works Director. Speaking of Resolution 19-162, this is issuing a request for proposals for our annual Cultural Resources Professional Services Consultant for projects including both Federal Highway Administration and Lewis County Transportation Funds. The request for proposals is to be issued requesting engineering services for our annual Cultural Resources services. Proposals are due no later than 1 p.m. on June 28, 2019 to the Lewis County Public Works Office. Approval of this resolution will allow us to issue the RFP for public solicitation.
Thank you, Josh.
Thanks.
It's been moved and seconded to approve two notice items, Resolution 19-161 and 19-162. Any further discussion?
No?
Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passed.
Okay. I make a motion to approve two consent items. That is the approval of minutes for June 10th, 2019, and then the approval, and then Resolution 19-163, approval of warrants.
Second.
Good morning, Commissioner. Suzette Smith, Chief Accountant, Auditor's Office, here to present to you Resolution Number 19-163. This is the weekly approval of claims against the various county departments. Last week, we issued 193 regular warrants, number 815-372 through 815-564, for a total of $656,134.68. We note the following skip in sequence: warrants numbered 815344 and 81527 through 815-271. These warrants were issued on behalf of our special purpose districts. Any questions?
Thank you,
Thank you.
Suzette.
Thank you, Suzette. It has been moved and seconded to approve two consent items, the approval of minutes from the June 10th, 2019 business meeting, and also Resolution 19163, the approval of warrants. Any further discussion?
No?
Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Passed.
I move that we approve the following deliberation items, Resolution 19-164 through 168.
Second.
Good morning, Commissioners. Steve Skinner, Solid Waste Manager for Department of Public Works. And I'm here to talk about Resolution 19-164. If you recall, a couple of weeks ago, we had one on there too, going through the sprung structures to get the fabric. This one would be to install the fabric on the existing hazardous waste facility that we have. We went off the small works roster. I sent an invite out to 14 different contractors, general contractors on small works. I got 2 responses, and this resolution for you would be to approve the Public Works Director to sign an award to Five Rivers Construction. And I think the price that they, or the bid that they came up with tax was $52,947.67. And this will do the entire fabric of that building, along with a big ventilation fan on the top. So, any questions?
Really excited about this project, Steve. This is something we've been talking about for a couple of years, and this is going to provide some stability for the Hazo Hut for the next 25 years, and also at a considerable less amount than what we were originally looking at rebuilding the thing.
Yeah, I would add that, when we had talked to a consultant, and their figure was upwards of $1 million, maybe $1.2 million to build another state-of-the-art. And I might not even been state-of-the-art for that. It would probably been closer to 1.5. But so just by reusing the same site and the same framework, this will help the county a lot. It's a lot cheaper, and like I said, the new fabric does have a 25-year warranty.
Mhm.
So I think it's a no-win for all of us.
I think it will be too. Thank you, Steve.
Steve, we might have to name this building after you.
We need to talk about that part.
Give him naming rights.
Thank you, Steve.
(19-165). This is a listing of bids and contractors selected for landscaping service for countywide mitigation sites. This resolution will award landscaping services for mitigation across the county. We put out a bid on May 22nd, 2019 to all the contractors on our small works roster. We received 3 bids back, and approval of this resolution will allow the county engineer to award the contract to the lowest responsive bidder, who was Washington Vegetation Management. Their bid was $36,904.46, lower than the engineer's estimate of $37,778.04. Approval of this resolution will allow the county engineer to award the contract. Any questions?
Thank you, Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Also speak to Resolution 19-166. This is listing of bids and contractor selected for the Logan Hill Road Slide Repair Project. Call for bids was made on May 20th, 2019. We advertised the project for 3 weeks. We received 5 bids. Steel Trucking came in as the lowest apparent bidder at $409,418.12. Just shy of the engineer's estimate, $411,403. Resolution will allow county engineer to award the contract to Steel Trucking. Questions?
Thank you, Josh.
Josh, one question. What was the engineer's projected cost? I'm sorry.
For Logan Hill,
Yes.
it was $411,403.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, good morning. This is Resolution 19-167 regarding defense and indemnity of county officers and employees. Occasionally, county elected officials and employees perform their duties in good faith, but still get sued. In such cases, state law obliges the county to pay for their legal defense, and the law also obliges the county to pay the plaintiff should the plaintiff prevail in court. However, state law lets counties fine-tune the mechanism through which this obligation to indemnify and defend will be carried out. And Resolution 19-167, which is before you this morning, will update a 16-year-old policy. Some of the key changes are as follows. First, the person sued now will have to bring the paperwork, the summons and complaint, to the county's attention promptly. That's within 5 working days, and that's to be given to the risk manager. The prosecuting attorney will become involved by advising the Board of County Commissioners as to whether the claim arose in good faith performance of official duties. And that's in sections 2 and 3 of this resolution. And finally, the person sued will be obliged to work with the county's lawyer in defending the claim and not to interfere in any settlement efforts. And the same coverage will be granted to county board members and official volunteers acting in the good faith scope of their county duties. And that's also in section 7 here, which defines more specifically those positions. The prosecutor's office commends this proposed resolution to you as clarifying county policy and as bringing it fully into accord with state law. If there are any questions, I'm happy to answer those.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cullen.
Thank you, Colin.
Ms. Napier.
Good morning, Lee Napier, Director of Community Development, speaking on the next agenda item, which is Resolution 19-168. This resolution will modify restrictions on outdoor burning to restrict outdoor burning throughout the unincorporated areas that are regulated by Lewis County. So what this means is we will no longer be issuing our burn permits. Recreational fires are still allowed. Any questions?
So Lee, just to make sure, recreational fires, that is just like, that's in designated campgrounds, or as long as it's a fire ring, or what does that
Yes,
specifically
both.
look like?
Designated
Okay.
campgrounds within a fire ring, which has been, we've detailed that in our press release for people.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. It's been moved and seconded to approve 5 deliberation items, beginning with Resolution 19-164 through 19-168. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passed. Go to the order, Commissioners.
Well, we had a good time at Winlock at Cheese Days, and it's probably a larger parade for them, don't you think, Commissioners? I think it was.
What did she say?
Oh, I said.
Yeah, that's still a few weeks
Egg
away,
days.
Edna.
I got the wrong omelet.
You're way ahead.
Yes.
Wrong
You got the
omelet.
Wrong omelet.
Wrong omelet. Egg day. As they say, we should have omelet days because we have egg days and cheese days. So, and Saturday, if that wasn't enough, we had the CDA music in the park in Centralia, the Barn Bash. Now, folks, at the Southwest Washington Fair in the barn, it was rocking. It was pretty amazing. And as well as Chef's Night Out at Jester's Museum and Event Center. If folks say there's nothing going on in Lewis County, they were sadly mistaken this weekend because there was a lot. And it's wonderful to see attendance full at all those places.
Weather was perfect.
Yes.
For the parade at the Egg Day, and again, it's hard to judge sometimes because when you're in, but usually when you're marching up and down, you see all the participants, and it's a little bit unusual because this is a quote unquote non-election year per se. So, but still though, many looks like to me many new applicants and float represented they represented the county and the state. So very entertaining, very entertaining. And it's very nice to go out and just talk to people too.
Yes.
And I got a chance to talk to the mayor of Winlock just for a few minutes Saturday afternoon after the parade, and they were very excited about the amount of people that had showed up. One of the larger parades that they've had in a while. He did mention it was just barely 2 or 3 years ago that they weren't sure if the Egg Days parade was even going to be able to continue, and it's just since then it's gotten stronger. And so it was a lot of fun seeing all those people up and down the streets. Yesterday, I got to see my grandchildren, my granddaughters. They finished their fast pitch season. The first year they had done tournament ball. They're all of 10 years old. And watching them, just a little disappointed yesterday. They didn't play that well. They went in and they got hit. I think Taylor got tagged for 5 runs in the first inning. And so it was just not really a good day for them. But just watching my kids grow up, watching my grandchildren grow up, that's the highest priority that I have in my own life. And I try to spend as much time being a part of their lives as I can. And so we had a really good time yesterday. It was one and done up in Lacey, but it was good to see all the parents and grandparents that were there to cheer these kids on. And I'll just tell you, look out here in about 6 years. These girls are going to probably be at WF West and be doing something special. So, yeah. So it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun this weekend. Peter?
Peter Lamont, President, Lewis County Historical Society. I have a calendar event for you. On June 27th, next week on Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m., we'll have an opening of the Centralia Armistice Day Tragedy exhibit over here at the Historical Museum in Chehalis. I'd like to thank the county and the Thurston Lewis Mason Labor Council for the financial support to make this exhibit possible. And I have a suggestion on an earlier topic that you had, the reskinning of the Haslo Hut. I might suggest a little plaque, the Skinner Building Reskinning Project 2019. Thank you.
Since we're naming stuff today, yeah.
The Reskinner Project. We like that.
Yeah.
Do we have anything from the press today? No, sir? Commissioners, anything more?
Well, I want to invite folks to the Borst Avenue ribbon cutting as we start the project with the city and the county together on Borst Avenue. So if you'd like to come at 11 o'clock a.m. on Thursday and come to the corner of Schubert and Borst, and that's where the county and the city meet in terms of that road. So please come out at 11 o'clock on Thursday.
I make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone, for coming this morning. Have a great rest of the week.
I gotta go catch Josh.